Welcome to the Barbarian! Welcome everybody. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a little bit of a review on one of the new stands that I got for my Funko Pops. And we're going to open some new Funko Pops that I just got. The first thing is this stand right here. I got this from Michaels. And what's cool about it, it's a two-tiered stand. It's black. It's got a clear plastic cover that you can sort of see here. I'll put that on at the end. And it gives you enough room for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 Funko Pops, 6 if you crowd them in real good, on the bottom and the top. So some really nice Funkos that you have out of box that you might want to display. As you can see in my background, I have a lot of Funkos in box, and I wanted to find some ways to sort of display some out of box. So this was something I got not that long ago, a few months ago, before all this stuff that's going on right now, from Michaels. And I was just looking, and a lot of people will go to Michaels and buy these baseball bat displays and put their out of box, and that's what I was going to do. I planned on going to get one of those and then try to retrofit it with some lights and do some other things. I'm not very handy. I'm not crafty at all. Usually there's big globs of glue everywhere and it's a big mess, and I was dreading that. So I just sort of stumbled across in the display area with the shadow boxes, this particular display. And what's cool about it is it's, like I said, the two-tiered display, but it also has lights. So it has a little switch here. You might not be able to see them really well, but they have LED light strips along the edge here on each side. And when it's really dark, it sort of gives a nice, gentle, low light that sort of uplights the figures and makes it look really cool. I'll try to get like a really dark light picture and put it at the end of the video and see if we can do that later. The cool thing here is what I'm planning on doing with this. So I was trying to think, okay, I bought this display. Well, first of all, when I bought it, it was about $75, which routinely I would not spend that much on a display. The good thing is that Michaels, you can actually get a 40% discount code on your phone. So if you do like discount codes and Michaels, a lot of times you can get discounts. And then occasionally, if you're a teacher, you can get another 10%. So I was able to get it down to about $30 for this, which is actually a pretty good deal for what you're getting here. But what I'm going to do with this particular display is I have a bunch of Funko Pops that I want to display. One of them is, this is a Ghostbusters scene. And it's got Venkman and Spengler here with the ghost. And this is sort of a scene from, if you've seen Ghostbusters, the banquet scene, where they're catching their very first ghost. And the ghost is up high and they cross their streams and they catch the ghost and they pull him down. It's very cool when it's lit up really well. You can see the little streams kind of really glow really well. And it's actually very, very cool. On each side, currently I have Conan the Barbarian and my Gladiator Pop. They don't go together. Obviously, it's sort of a hodgepodge of mess that I'm going to sort of change out here today. And then in the front, I put 3 of my Stan Lee Pops. I don't have a lot of Pops that are similar or a whole series. So I thought the Stan Lee Pops would look cool there. So I'm going to put the Stan Lee Pops. If I get some other things that maybe go up, maybe if I get some more Ghostbuster Pops for the front row, then maybe I'll do that. But I like them the way they sort of look here. So what I'm going to do here today is I'm going to crack into this box right here and take a look at what we have in here, some new Pops that I bought. Right here I got myself a new knife. Well, actually I've had this knife, but one that I haven't used for cutting open a box. It's sort of a Chinese style. There's a dragon on the end here, a tiger here, and a jaguar on this end with a couple dragons tailed up here. And I'm going to sort of use this to cut into my box today. Try to do something a little bit different, make things a little bit more interesting while I'm just sawing into a box. So it's actually pretty sharp. Some of my blades are just sort of display blades, and they don't really cut very well, but this one is actually pretty sharp. So I'm going to try to be very careful here and cut into my box. I got both of these Pops at Amazon. For those people that buy from Amazon, it can be hit and miss sometimes with some of these. Some of them can come a little bit banged up. So you gotta be really careful about buying from Amazon, especially third-party dealers. So let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a little bit of, it's not too bad a shape. It's a little dinged right here at the top. So what I got is, I got a Raymond Stantz Ghostbuster Pop, okay? So as you can see, this is one of the other characters that I don't have in my little scene here. So that was the reason why I got this particular Pop. I paid for about $15 for it. It's not that expensive, but it is a cool Pop. I really like it. And I'm gonna go ahead and open this in here in a second. My second one that I got was Winston Zeddemore. and he's the other character in it. He's a great character. He's sort of the comic relief sometimes for these guys. Some of these, you know, Spengler especially is sort of the straight man. Winston Zeddemore, he doesn't say it too much in the movie, but when he does, it really pops. So he's a cool character as well. So that's all 4 of the main characters. So that's what I'm going to do here, is I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the box and add them to my scene. I guess I'll move the Gladiator and the Barbarian out of the way here. I'll find another home for them. Let's see how they look in my setup here. All right, so here's him right here. I'll hold on to the box. The box is, like I said, it's not in great shape, but it's a little banged up, but not too bad. All right, so this next one is, be careful when you open these. Winston Zeddemore. If you haven't seen Ghostbusters before, it is a great movie. It's, you know, if I was listing my top 10 80s movies, it would definitely be in my top 10. The first one. The second one was not that great, but the first one definitely was a great movie. All right, so this is what we've got. So this is what the Ghostbusters sort of scene looks like. I think it looks really cool. I'm sort of seeing the back of it. You're seeing the front right here. But I wanted to, again, I don't collect a lot of group pops or a lot of, I gotta have the entire group and, you know, all that. But this one I did want to actually get a complete scene for my display here. I just thought it would look really cool to have all my Ghostbuster pops. I am sort of looking for the Ecto 1, which is the ambulance that they drive around in and to get the bad guys. It's not very cheap, and I don't have a lot of really bigger pops, so I'm kind of going back and forth whether I want to do that or not. But anyway, so that's what we've got here. Hopefully you like it. It's like I said, I think it's a really cool scene. This one's really cool. This one is a really cool scene. This is I've only got a couple of these scene pops. This one's neat, and if you actually look down at the bottom, they have broken plates and stuff, which I think is kind of neat. It's very detailed, very, very cool. So I kind of like that. So yeah, so again, I hope you liked my video here today. It's a sort of a short one. I just wanted to sort of show you a little bit about what I'm trying to collect, what I'm trying to display, trying to change my display up. It's, you know, I need to do some work back here to sort of get a better way of displaying all my pops. Again, I got a lot of Patriot stuff in here. I don't know what I'm gonna have to move around to get it in here, but I keep opening mystery box, which is a lot of fun, but then you gotta find a place to put it all. So that's always a fun mystery in of itself. So I'll just go ahead and take the top here, sort of put it on there so you can see. And again, at the end, I'll take a picture or maybe a short video or something like that of it with it really dark and add it in after the fact. But this is sort of how it comes. Got to make sure to get all the fingerprints off of it and so on and so forth. And then I'll set it up over here. I have a little case over here that I'm going to set it on top of. So hopefully you like my Ghostbusters display and a little bit of my Stan Lee display. If you have a suggestion on what I should just try to collect and display in the second row and maybe move Stan Lee out, go ahead and give me a comment in there and I'll see what I can do. I really like 80s movies and those, you know, sort of cult classics. So that's sort of what I'm into. When I'm opening mystery boxes and looking at mystery boxes, that's what I like. Everybody's sort of collecting their own thing. That's what's great about Funko Pops. If you haven't collected any Funko Pops and you're just sort of, you know, trying to feel your way through, what's great about them is there's something for everybody. There's movie pops and there's music pops, there's author pops, there's history pops, anime pops, which again, not my thing, but a lot of people really dig those. And a lot of really cool ones too. They're not just sort of a person standing there, a lot of figures doing a lot of things, and they've got a lot of options out there. There's over 10,000 of these, way more than that actually. So yeah, so again, thank you for checking in. A lot of new subscribers. Keep subscribing and sharing this video with other people. And thank you for coming, and goodbye from the Bearded Barbarian.